Be me, 41, Senior DevOps Engineer. Work at ShopStream, major e-commerce platform. 50 million registered users, $2 billion annual revenue. Been here 9 years, seen the platform grow from startup to enterprise. Our infrastructure is solid, really solid. Microservices architecture, battle-tested for 8 years. Handles Black Friday like a champ, 500K requests per second, no sweat. Team of senior architects who built this thing from the ground up. These guys know every service, every database, every edge case. System's not perfect, but it works, scales, makes money. April 2025, CEO announces new CTO hire. Her name's Amanda. She's 38, came from Series B startup. Big resume, worked at 3 tech companies, speaks at conferences. TED Talk about diversity in tech, articles in Wired. First all-hands meeting with her. Everyone's curious. Amanda gets on stage very confident. I've reviewed ShopStream's engineering culture, and I'm going to be blunt, it's toxic. Everyone shifts in their seats. What? Too many senior engineers resistant to change. Too many old guard gatekeeping innovation. This company needs fresh blood, fresh perspectives. I'm sitting there like, our engineering culture is fine. We ship features, hit deadlines, systems reliable. What's she talking about? Amanda continues. We're going to rebuild this platform the right way. Modern architecture, modern team, modern values. CTO role is usually strategic, high level. It sounds like she wants to rewrite everything. After the meeting, senior architects are talking. Guy named Marcus, he's 52, principal architect. Did she just say we're toxic? Another guy, Steve, he's 48, infrastructure lead. She's been here 3 days, hasn't reviewed any code. How does she know what needs rebuilding? I'm just DevOps, not architecture, but I'm worried. This doesn't sound like normal CTO stuff. May 2025, Amanda starts making moves. Schedules one-on-ones with all senior engineers. Marcus goes in first, comes out looking pale. She asked if I'm committed to diversity initiatives. I said I hire based on skills. She didn't like that. Next day, Marcus is fired. Cultural fit issues is the official reason. He built half our payment processing system. Literally wrote the code that handles billions in transactions. Gone in 24 hours. Week later, Steve is fired. Same reason. Then James, another senior architect, age 55. All 3 gone within 2 weeks. These are the guys with institutional knowledge. Know why certain decisions were made years ago. Why we architected things specific ways. All that knowledge just walks out the door. Amanda replaces them with 3 new hires. All under 30, fresh out of other startups. Nice people, smart, but zero experience at our scale. We handle 50 million users. Biggest thing they worked on was maybe 500K users. 2 orders of magnitude difference. That's not a small gap. May 15th, Amanda calls engineering all hands. I've identified the core problem with our architecture. We're running microservices. It's overcomplicated. We're moving to monolithic architecture. Entire room goes silent. Someone raises hand. Monolithic? We spent 5 years moving away from that. Amanda, that was a mistake. Microservices create unnecessary complexity. Monolithic is simpler, more elegant, easier to manage. Another engineer, but monolithic doesn't scale horizontally. We need horizontal scaling for our traffic. Amanda, that's outdated thinking. Modern monolithic architecture can scale just fine. I'm sitting there stunned. This is like saying we should go back to horse carriages. Because cars are too complicated. Every major tech company runs microservices. Amazon, Netflix, Uber, everyone. Because it's the only way to handle massive scale. But Amanda's decided we're going backwards. Let me explain the technical difference real quick. Microservices. Each feature is a separate service. User authentication? Separate service. Product catalog? Separate service. Payment processing? Separate service. All independent. Communicate via APIs. If one service crashes, others keep running. Can scale each service independently based on load. Can deploy updates to one service without touching others. This is how you handle millions of users. Monolithic, everything in one giant application. All features bundled together in one code base. If anything crashes, whole site goes down. Want to scale? Have to scale the entire application. Want to update one feature? Redeploy everything. This worked fine for small sites in the 2000s. Doesn't work for modern high-traffic platforms. We moved away from monolithic in 2017. Took 3 years, cost millions, but worth it. System became way more stable and scalable. Now Amanda wants to reverse all that. For simplicity, June 2025, the rebuild starts. New junior architects draw up plans. Complete rewrite. Everything in one monolithic application. Ruby on Rails, which is fine for small apps. Not fine for 500K requests per second. I raise concerns in architecture review. This won't handle Black Friday traffic. Our peak load is way beyond what monolithic can support. Amanda, you're being negative. We need optimism. Me, I'm being realistic. I run the infrastructure. Amanda, then run it better, make it work. That's not how physics works. Can't just optimism your way past technical limitations. July 2025, migration begins. Start ripping out microservices. Consolidating everything into the monolith. Junior architects struggling, asking questions. Why do we split the user service from auth service? Nobody knows. Marcus built that, he's gone. What's this caching layer for? Steve designed that, he's gone too. Why are there 3 database replicas? James set that up, also gone. All that institutional knowledge, lost. I try to help where I can, but I'm not an architect. I keep the servers running, I don't design the application. August, I start running tests. Spin up staging environment with the new monolithic code. Run load tests. Simulate Black Friday traffic. 100K requests per second. System sluggish. 200K requests per second. Database locks up. 300K requests per second. Complete crash. Write detailed report. New architecture fails at 40% of required capacity. Recommend either keeping microservices or significant redesign. Send it to Amanda and the architecture team. Amanda replies, your tests are flawed. You're setting them up to fail because you don't want change. I'm not setting anything up. I'm using the same load testing tools we've always used. The same traffic patterns from last year's Black Friday. System just can't handle it. Amanda dismisses the report. We'll optimize once we're live. That's not how this works. You don't go live with a system that fails stress tests. Then hope you can fix it in production. But she's the CTO, I'm just DevOps. Can't overrule her. September 2025, more senior engineers quit. Can't watch this train wreck. 6 people leave in 1 month. Amanda, good. We're clearing out the resistors. Making room for people who embrace change. She promotes the 3 junior architects to senior. They've been here 4 months. Now they're senior architects. In charge of a platform serving 50 million users. One of them comes to me privately. I don't think I'm ready for this. Me, you're not, no offense. This platform needs someone with decade-plus experience. And what do? Me, document everything. Ask for help. Prepare for disaster. October, I run more tests. Still failing at 40% capacity. Try different configurations, different optimizations. Nothing works. Fundamental architecture problem. Monolithic app can't scale past a certain point. It's a wall. You hit it and that's it. I write another report, even more detailed. System will fail on Black Friday. We will experience complete outage. Recommend emergency rollback to microservices. Amanda's response this time. If you spent less time writing doom reports and more time supporting the team, maybe the system would work. She's blaming me for reporting the problem. Like if I just shut up, the technical issues disappear. I forward my report to the VP of engineering. He's above Amanda, reports to CEO. VP calls me. I saw your report. Me. We're heading for disaster. VP. Amanda says you're being overly cautious. That you have a history of resisting change. I've been here 9 years, never resisted anything. Implemented every migration they ever asked for. But sure, I'm the problem. VP, we're committed to the new architecture. Make it work. Click. I'm on my own. November 1st, 2025, cutover day. Old microservices system gets shut down. New monolithic system goes live. Amanda sends company-wide email. Proud to announce our modern, streamlined architecture. This represents the future of ShopStream. First week, traffic is normal. Weekday shopping, maybe 50K requests per second peak. System handles it fine. Response is a bit slow, but functional. Amanda's doing a victory lap. See? All the negativity was unfounded. System works perfectly. It works at 10% of required capacity. Wait until Black Friday. November 15th, early Black Friday deals start. Traffic climbs, 80K requests per second. System slowing down noticeably. Page load times going from 200 milliseconds to 2 seconds. Users complaining on social media. ShopStream is so slow. I check metrics, database CPU at 85%. Application servers at 70%. We're not even at Thanksgiving yet. This is just early deals. Black Friday will be 5 times this traffic. I send alert to Amanda. System struggling at current load. Black Friday traffic will crash it. Amanda, stop being alarmist. It's fine. It's not fine. November 28th, Thanksgiving Day. Site's barely hanging on. 100K requests per second. Database locks happening. Transactions timing out. Some orders failing. Customers getting errors. Revenue team, we're losing sales. I'm in the office monitoring. Can't leave. This is going to be bad. November 29th, Black Friday, 12:01 a.m. Deals go live. Traffic spikes immediately. 50K requests per second. System okay. 75K requests per second. Slowing down. 100K requests per second. Errors starting. 125K requests per second. Database locks. 150K requests per second. Timeouts everywhere. 175K requests per second. Site freezing. 200K requests per second. Complete collapse. Entire site down. All 50 million users getting error page. 12:08 a.m. 7 minutes into Black Friday. Biggest shopping day of the year. We're completely offline. War room gets called. Everyone on Zoom. Amanda, VP Engineering, CEO, entire tech team. CEO, what the hell is happening? Amanda, we're experiencing unexpected load. CEO, it's Black Friday. The load is completely expected. Amanda turns to junior architects. What's the fix? They're deer in headlights. No idea. One suggests, restart the application. I tell them, restart takes 45 minutes. Monolithic app. CEO, 45 minutes? Me, yes, it's one giant application. Has to shut down completely, restart completely. CEO, do it. 12:15 a.m. We start restart. 12:58 a.m. Application comes back online. Traffic immediately slams it again. 200K requests per second. 13:03 a.m. Crashes again. Site down again. CEO is screaming. We're losing $2 million per hour. Fix this now. Amanda, we need to optimize the database. Me, that won't help. Architecture can't scale. Amanda, what do you suggest? Me, roll back to microservices. Amanda, we decommissioned that. Me, I kept backups, full snapshots. Can restore in 2 hours. Amanda, absolutely not. We're not going backwards. CEO, Amanda, we're offline. Amanda, rollback would be admitting failure. We just need to optimize what we have. CEO looks at me. How long to roll back? Me, 2 hours to restore, 1 hour testing. 3 hours total, we're back online. CEO, do it. Amanda, I don't approve. This. CEO, you don't have to. I do it now. 1:30 a.m. I start restoring microservices backup. Old system, the one that worked. Takes time, a lot of data to restore. 4:47 a.m. Old system back online. Traffic hits it. 250K requests per second. Handles it perfectly like it always did. Site's back up. Orders flowing. CEO on Zoom. Why the hell did we ever change this? Nobody answers. We all know why. Amanda wanted it. Black Friday morning, 9 a.m. We lost 6 hours of prime shopping time. East Coast customers woke up. Site was down until 5 a.m. their time. Missed all the midnight to morning shopping rush. Revenue team calculates damage. $12 million in lost sales. Plus customers who gave up went to competitors. Lifetime value loss, maybe $50 million. Stock market opens. SHSD drops 18% in first hour. News articles. ShopStream Black Friday disaster. Major e-commerce site down for 6 hours. Social media destroying us. Hashtag ShopStream fail, trending worldwide. Amanda's in emergency meetings all day. Board wants answers. CEO wants answers. Investors want answers. I'm just trying to keep the old system running, praying nothing else breaks. By end of Black Friday, we've recovered some sales, but nowhere near projections. Worst Black Friday in company history. All because we replaced a working system with one that didn't work. For simplicity, December 2025, investigations begin. Board hires outside consultants to review what happened. I get interviewed for 3 hours. Walk them through everything. The warnings I gave, the tests that failed. The reports Amanda dismissed. They ask, did you document all this? Me. Every email, every test result, every report. Hand them a folder, 200 pages. Consultants read through it. Their conclusion, preventable disaster. Multiple warnings ignored. Adequate backups existed. Leadership refused to act. December 15th, Amanda is fired. Severance package, quiet exit. Press release. Pursuing other opportunities. No admission she destroyed Black Friday. No apology to the engineers she fired. Just gone. VP of Engineering becomes interim CTO. First thing he does, we're staying on microservices. Nobody touches the architecture. Second thing, we're hiring back the senior architects. Reaches out to Marcus, Steve, James. Offers them double their previous salary. Marcus, I'll come back, but I want equity. Gets it. Steve, only if I report directly to CEO, not CTO. Gets it. James, I'm happy where I am. You had your chance. Doesn't come back. Can't blame him. January 2026, damage assessment. Lost $12 million on Black Friday directly. Stock down 18%. Erased $400 million market cap. 3 major enterprise clients left. Can't rely on ShopStream stability. Competitor sites had best Black Friday ever. Our customers went there when we were down. Some didn't come back. Q4 earnings disaster. Revenue down 15%. CEO on earnings call getting destroyed. By analysts. How did you let this happen? Who approved the architecture change? Why weren't warnings heeded? CEO takes responsibility publicly. But privately, everyone knows it was Amanda. February, I get promoted. Principal DevOps engineer, big raise. I'm the guy who saved Black Friday. By keeping backups Amanda wanted deleted. New CTO hire announced. Guy named Robert, he's 51. 20 years at Amazon, built AWS infrastructure. Actually knows what he's doing. First meeting with engineering. I reviewed what happened. Never touching microservices again. We're doubling down, investing in stability. Engineers applaud. Finally, someone who gets it. March 2026, today. We're still recovering. Microservices running smoothly. Marcus and Steve rebuilt the parts that were damaged. Added new monitoring, new safeguards. Systems more stable than ever. But companies hurting. Revenue still down 12% from pre-disaster. Customer trust damaged. Stock price recovered to only 8% down. Better than 18%, but still painful. 3 executives left, couldn't handle the fallout. We hired 15 new engineers to rebuild team. Amanda's at a new company now. Some fintech startup, Series A. Saw her LinkedIn, CTO, leading technical transformation. She's doing it again. Somewhere else, some other team. Going to make the same mistakes. Saw her speak at a conference last month. Topic, building resilient engineering culture. No mention of ShopStream. No mention of the $12 million Black Friday failure. Just talks about innovation, disruption, breaking down old guard thinking. Meanwhile, the old guard she fired are back at ShopStream, fixing her mess, getting paid double, getting equity. Because it turns out experience matters. It turns out decades of institutional knowledge can't be replaced with good intentions. And ideology doesn't debug production systems. I learned something from this. Diversity is important. I agree with that. Fresh perspectives help. I've seen it. But not at the expense of competence. Not at the expense of experience. When you're running infrastructure for 50 million users, processing billions in transactions, you need people who've done it before, who know what breaks at scale, who've debugged systems at 3 a.m. You can't replace that with political correctness. Amanda wanted to disrupt our engineering culture. She disrupted our revenue instead. Fired everyone who knew how the system worked. Replaced them with people who didn't. Built a system that failed every stress test. Then ignored the warnings. And when it crashed on Black Friday, refused to roll back because it would look bad. Cost us $12 million. Cost us customers, reputation, market cap, all because admitting failure was worse than staying failed. That's the lesson. Ideology breaks when it hits reality. And in tech, reality is traffic. Load tests don't care about your values. Servers don't care about diversity. Initiatives, when 500K users hit your site per second, it either works or it doesn't. Ours didn't, because we chose disruption over competence. Feminist CTO replaced senior architecture leads. New system failed every stress test. Black Friday collapsed. 6 hours down. $12 million gone. And somewhere right now, Amanda's telling another startup how she's going to rebuild their architecture. Make it modern. Make it simple. Get rid of the old guard. And some engineer like me is sitting there thinking, here we go again.